just before they went out, just hitting a few balls on the practice table. I think Terry would be proud of that shot. White's caught that a little thick. But the cue ball has continued to run in pretty good, actually, from where he was. He was in trouble. Yes, Terry Griffiths has Ding as one of the players that he advises.
Just playing a containing safety to this red over the pocket. Close to the pocket, should I say. There is a red that will go to the left corner, but very dangerous to take on. He's not scared of having a go, though, Michael White. Needs a good kiss.
One.
And that was one. This is a good chance now with the ball spread like they are.
Yes, he is a very aggressive player. This was the red.
5.
Nicely struck, didn't touch the sides. Beat Lucas Kleckers yesterday, the German professional, 4-1.
6.
Been a little up and downish form since he won that Pull-Hunter Classic. Neil mentioned the nightmare at the World Open where he didn't have anything arrive with him other than himself. But he also lost in the qualifier for the International Championship, so he won't be in Darqing at the end of the month. And he's actually 28th in the rankings, even though he won that tournament. His ranking maybe needs a little bit of work.
Well, I thought he would have come down for the black, for the red next to the black. Taken that red away from the black spot.
11.
Potted the black, the other red to the right corner, and the black goes to both pockets. That would be my plan. Could have done without the kiss. Now the red next to the black will still go to
17.
that left corner. The cue ball could be going into the red above it. That's confirmation. It will just go. That looks like the cue ball's going into the reds, so just a safety.
Michael White, 17.
Looks like he's covered the red to the right corner. Just. So again, Michael White with a little bit to think about. You can take this red on. Take the cue ball back to the bulk area. Well, didn't mean that one.
1.
Missed it by a long way, but managed to pot the other red. It's a good job because he left a red on. So it's not just the fluke that counts, it's what he would have left. got to try and make the most of it.
Six.
I think he tried to come round the back of the black, play it for the blue. So looks like just another safety. Been in twice.
Michael White, 6.
Surely this red doesn't go. He wouldn't have played that shot if the red goes, would he? Well, that's a mistake by Ding Junhui, and this is the third chance.
1.
Although that wasn't a good kiss. May need the rest for the green, which makes it more difficult. Well, he struck that well. And could have done without the kiss. He deserved better.
4. Michael White, 4.
Looks like he can get to this red to the left corner. There's confirmation. Just come round to have a look to see if the black goes. But if not, he could play up for the yellow or blue. And nicely on the blue.
He wasn't really pressured yesterday by Christopher Keegan, who had a great chance to win the first frame, missed the black. The last black, that is. Ding grew stronger, 1-4-1. He wasn't really in a very patient mood, though. There was one shot he played where black was over the corner pocket and just knocked it in using the pink. Wasn't interested in getting involved in a safety exchange. And he admitted it afterwards in the studio.
Seven.
Let's have a look to see if
Blue
the blue
ball.
will pop from there, and it will. So it could come down for the red next to the black, or split them. Again, a little heavy. Cue ball now going into the black. So I may have to screw up for the blue. Yeah, that was the problem. Had those two reds not been there, then I would have recommended that shot. So just the safety.
Once again, please. Green ball.
So, a couple of chances on either side. Michael
Junhui,
White
13.
leads this opening frame by 14 points. You can see on the other side there, it's Mark Selby against Ross Muir on the Eurosport player.
Yeah, that's a little bit careless. They've contacted the blue. Nothing easy left, but a half chance. Extensions on, but still at full stretch. It's a good pot though.
1.
Yeah, he's got choices whether to play the cannon to the two reds by the pink, or just play down for the loose one. Pink will go to the left middle, and that's probably his plan.
3.
Just to leave an angle on the pink to give the reds a nudge. Well, it also goes to the corner, but he's come too far.
4.
But if the pink spot's held, that will do him a favour. If not, very difficult to see where the next red's coming from. Not a good shot that from Ding Junhui. Wanted to stop the cue ball dead, and he would have had a red to the left corner. Just rolled through 2 or 3 inches. So again, safety. Both players have a couple of chances each. And this better be a snooker.
Ding Junhui, 10.
What a careless safety shot from Ding Junhui there. If you can see this red. He must have known that the red was going towards the pocket. Has he covered it? Well, I don't think so.
One.
Yeah, Ding seemed to play the safety, still disappointed that he hadn't got on the red to pot it.
Seven.
Potted the pink a little thin, and that's why the cue ball's not straighter on this red to the left corner. It's a big decision, this one. Doesn't go in, could cost him the frame. That's a good shot from Michael White. He thought long and hard about that one. And it could be a frame winner.
It's like he lives every shot, Michael White. He has this sort of bustling energy about him. What an emotional player.
15.
We heard Neil talk about how he reacted after he won Full Hunter Classic.
16.
No doubt he's a great talent. He made his first century at the age of 9. Youngest player ever to make one.
Well, 27 points the difference, and he should have been
23.
straight on this red from such an easy black. He decided to play for it to the left middle, could have played for it to the right middle, which is a wide open pocket. And now I think he's taking it to the corner. Just needed the red. Surely it was
Michael White,
easier to the middle,
23.
just to roll it in. Now he's got the snooker, fortunately. Well, he's hit that well, and that's just how he intended to hit it. Sending it to the cushion and putting distance between the balls. This looks good. Good job, and that red's over the pocket. There's a little loop bridge. But the important thing is to keep that cue level with the table. Another very good safety. Good pace on the red. Now, does he land up to this dead weight? Or does he play it at pace? Dead weight. Problem with this is that it's such an easy safety shot, the next shot. Now, he really should be in trouble next shot. The yellow and blue. Big target. Well, can't believe he's coming off this side of the red. The other side looks favourite. But just couldn't be bothered getting the long stuff out. But surely this is the shot. Clip the red thin there, send it behind the pink and black. Cue ball in behind the yellow and blue. Well, he couldn't have seen how he was hitting the red there when he played that shot. And that's why the red's come up so far away from the cushion. Sometimes I just don't get in Junhui. And it's cost him the frame. Simply not getting the long stuff out and seeing where he was hitting the red.
28 behind, 27
Michael
on
White,
snookered. Not too promising. And
Foul. Michael White,
I
4.
think he's nodding his head in concession. So it's first
Conceded
blood
frame, Michael White.
to Welshman Michael White. Very scrappy frame. Highest break in that frame was 23. I think the standard will improve. Michael White doesn't care. He's leading here in Barnsley by 1 frame to 0. Junhui trailing 1-0 to Michael White. A rather scrappy opening frame. Ding's highest break was 13. White's was 23.
Yeah, And both players had good chances. Michael probably had the most, but he finished it off with a good red to the left corner. That won him the frame. Both reds available. Which is the one that takes his fancy? It was this one, and hasn't he played it well? That's a good shot from Michael White. Nearly called him Jimmy. Oh, wow. The blacks just seem to be drifting towards that right hand angle.
9.
I saw one earlier and it just seemed to... Look at this again, it seemed to be turning towards that right hand angle. It managed to drop. Very aggressive player, Michael White. Good to see, taking the game to the number 2 in the
60.
world. And he has a red to the right middle.
In 2006, the World Amateur Championship was postponed because there'd been an earthquake in Pakistan. It was rescheduled for Wales, and Michael White won it at the age of 14. They renamed it, but it was the same tournament. So clearly, at a very young age, his talent was
22.
obvious. He has been in the top 16. As I say, they're 28th at the moment, despite winning that title in
22.
Fürth. It was a low-tariff prize money event, so it didn't really reap rewards in terms of the rankings, but great confidence boost, I'm sure, to win another tournament 2 years after he won the Indian Open, and indeed the shootout. I think what he's looking for is consistency, because that seems to be an issue for him. Just tend to blow a little bit hot and cold. Another one of these players, though, Joe, there's about 30 of them, a top 16 player, but of course only 16 can be in that group.
Exactly. That's why they're so good, the ones that are in the top 16. Because the way that the ranking system's devised nowadays, the way that Harry Hearn's designed it, is that it rewards the guy who's in form. And anybody that's not in form soon find themselves slipping out of the top 16. It's very lucrative to be in there. Another very good cannon to the reds to develop this red to the left corner.
38.
And that's just how we wanted to catch it.
39.
I mean, imagine getting a century break at 9 years old. Couldn't reach the table. But he's got bags of talent, this young man. And as David said, yep, we should be in the top 16, has been. And it's only a matter of time before he gets back into the top 16, I'm sure. Although he can't afford to miss those type of shots against top players. You don't always get away with it. The red has just run past the pink, so it's run safe. But those are the type of shots that you got to keep the break going with. Wasn't the best positional shot from black to red. Very close. That could have been very costly. pushing the red to the cushion to give himself some insurance with that 46-point lead. Is it the double? Getting very close. I think this red is cuttable to the middle. Ding. It's going to start producing something. He's not putting Michael White under any pressure at the moment.
One.
I thought he would have put a bit of left-hand side on the cue ball to keep it away from the cushion. Well, looks like it's just a 1 point. Maybe I'll think again on that one. Great shot, and deserves to be on the red.
4.
Well, incredible cueing really there. Just sort of slammed it in.
Yeah, but he knew where it was going.
5.
That was a tremendous shot, Michael White. Look at this again. There was hardly any angle there.
Well, it's Michael Lightning White and the Thunder from down under, Neil Robertson. He's
10.
2 each with Lee Hanger. Of course, we've been saying about his world ranking position, not secure for the Masters yet. 2-2. And Mark Selby, the world number 1, who is the one person who doesn't have to worry about his ranking because he's so far in front, he's 3-1 up against Ross Muir. That's on Eurosport Player. But White's got the bit between his teeth now. He's really going for it. He's sensing that Ding is struggling, sensing that Ding is just a little bit casual maybe here and there, and White's going in for the kill here.
$18.
He needs this black, and it should be 2-0.
Yeah, and I think he deserves to be 2-0 up. He's attacked the game.
25.
Certainly for that green that he potted, with the good position to follow.
26. $33.
Don't forget, they've played twice
34.
before. And Junhui has won both times. He's not going to have it all his own way tonight, that's for sure.
$40.
So
Michael
2
White,
visits
40.
there, 46 and 40. Michael White really going for it tonight, and he's halfway towards a place in the last 32 of this English Open, leading the world number 2, remember, Ding Junhui, by 2. Second frame after winning the very scrappy opener. Pressure on Ding Junhui to try and get himself involved in this match. Ding's highest break so far tonight, 13.
Well, now maybe you see now Michael White is playing. It might just give him that little springboard that he needs. And already, this is a big shot. Where's it going to finish? No, it's a chance. Play the cue ball back to the balk area as we see this long attempted red again.
There's the view from the back of the arena on the right-hand side of your screen. That's Ross Muir at the table. He's wearing a glove, which is quite unusual. Trailing 3-1 to Mark Selby. Well, in this match, the gloves are off, thanks to Michael White in that last frame. He really went on the attack. And we'll be looking to keep up the pressure for sure in this frame.
Well, the thing is that he might have to take this red on down the left side of the table. Play it with a lot of topspin. Try and get back to the balk area. But it doesn't look straight enough to play in that shot. I feel he has no choice. Yeah, that's the shot. And he didn't quite have the angle to be able to get that cue ball back to the blue. What a good attempt, though. Look at the top spin on the cue ball. So that great pot just gets him 1 point. But it does get him from the safety battle. He was in a little bit of trouble, so did well to get out of that. And now Ding Junhui with a little bit to think about. He doesn't look bothered. But he always looks cool, Ding Junhui. Whereas Michael White, on the other hand, always looks hot and bothered. Well, I'm not sure if he can pot the red down the left side of the table. The one nearest the left side cushion. If he could pot that one, maybe he could play that shot and leave the cue ball in the jaws of the pocket. Yep, there's confirmation. He could play that shot. Just play to pot the red, leave the cue ball in the jaws of the pocket. It still may leave a chance at a pot, but that's a way out of trouble.
Well, plenty of thinking time here for China's number one. 2 minutes.
Well, he was going to play the two reds next to the black, play thin off, then back to the balk area, but it's full of danger. So I think we're back to the shot that I suggested. Didn't want the kiss. He has left a red on.
Yeah.
Kevin Brofsky assisting Michael White with the extended rest.
Well, he earned that chance. Kisses haven't done him a favour. And looks like just the safety again.
Michael White 1.
Reds are on, but very difficult to get the cue ball back to the balk area out of danger. He did miss it. Is he being tempted? Oh, Michael White might be tempted by this red along the cushion. The black goes. He's having a look at it. It's a tough shot, make no mistake. Also got a red to the right middle. It was a tough shot, and the problem with it was that he knew he was leaving a red on the way he played it. Could have played it slower, left the cue ball closer to the cushion. It'd still have been on the black. So now, good chance for Ding Junhui. The ball split nicely.
Yes, in normal circumstances, you expect something significant from Ding. In this sort of position, 459 centuries to his name after all.
8.
He's made 6 maximum breaks, although, of course, today it was another Chinese player who stole the headlines, Liang Wenbo, with that 147 in his match against Tom Ford, which he also won, which I think is significant. It would have been bittersweet, to say the least, had he not been knocked out of the tournament. The defending champion, after all.
$16.
It's not the Ding Junhui we know. And what a chance to take a 3-0 lead. Michael White. Everybody feels the pressure. And when you're 2-0 down, and no, you can't afford to miss, there's plenty of pressure there.
Well, White knows the score. You get a big beast like Ding here on the ropes. You've got to keep punching. You really do. And this is a great chance to do just that. I watched Ding in the practice room with Terry Griffiths. He looked really relaxed. They were sort of just chatting quietly to each other and seemed to be knocking them in. But, of course, here in the arena, it's completely different. And if things start to go wrong and you start to get frustrated, lose your focus, it can be hard to get it back again. And he's also playing someone who clearly is not overawed by him. He's taken the game to him, White. He's attacked, been aggressive. And he's looking here to make it 3-0.
14. 15. 22. 23. 29. 30. 36.
Well, he's underhit that one. He overhit the screw shot previously when he played the pink. And then immediately played another bad one. So now he's put himself under pressure. And well played. That was definitely missable. And so is this. Again, good shot.
45.
31 points in the game. Oh, he's missed the black. Simple black off the spot, and he misses it.
Michael White.
Just seemed to take it for granted. Just didn't really think he could miss it and wasn't really giving it 100%. And matches have turned around on less than that before. If he loses this frame now, then question marks over him, I think. But Ding has not taken advantage, and that's the difference. If White can now win this frame, he forgets about the black he's just missed.
Just not there at the moment, Ding Junhui.
One.
I can tell you that as we look at a rather crestfallen Ding, Mark Selby has beaten Ross Muir 4-1. So Selby is through to the last 32. Some real big hitters through. Of course, Judd Trump, Ronnie O'Sullivan, John Higgins, now Mark Selby as well. But is Ding Junhui going to join them? Well, it's not looking good at the moment for the world number 2.
7.
A red and a pink, and he needs a snooker.
Well,
8.
what did he play there? Just needed a colour. Look at this again. I mean, he had so much room to play with. Why so much side?
Well, he had the frame at his mercy there, and it's incredible that it went wrong like that. So 39, the difference with 43 still on.
Oh, red's close. I don't think he intended it to be that close. Now can Michael see it?
Foul. Miss. Ding Junhui 7.
Well, if he should lose this frame, Michael White, his head could be in bits.
One.
Now, somebody tell me what he played there. pot with the rest.
Six.
Sounded heavy. Turned out nice.
King Junhui 6.
It's been a strange few minutes, hasn't it? I mean, this frame was over. It was 3-0. White just needed to get on pink or black. A few shots back, that was it. Now he's fouled the black. 26 in front, 35 on. He's looking for red and a colour. Ding needs the lot. Ding's highest break still only 16 tonight. Not a good performance by him at all, but still in with a chance in this frame.
That was a dangerous shot to play. How can Ding get to this red? And again, it wasn't a good shot that Michael White played there. Yeah, he could have got the snooker, but risking the frame for that snooker.
Six.
Where is Ding this evening?
King Junhui 6.
Can anybody tell us where Ding's gone?
Well, in some ways it would have been better for him if White had just won the frame when he was in. He's had a chance there. Still needs yellow and green though, White.
Two.
He's saying this is going to be in behind the pink, is it?
It's going to be close.
Well, it's been that sort of frame in the end, hasn't it, where he almost expected that. Could just get through to it.
5.
Ding needs a snooker. Ding needs something more than that, I think, at the moment. No, that's more like it. And as I say, he can forget his mistakes now. He's won the frame. Bottom line for him is he's 3-0 up. All the pressure's on Ding here.
Michael White 9. End of frame.
So Michael White increases his lead. And Ding Junhui really does have it all to do. That's not a good sign, is it? Sat in his chair, looking like that, trailing by 3 frames to 0. The
Ding Junhui
Metrodome for our last match of the day at the English Open, but it might be the last frame. The way Ding's been playing here, really struggling. 3-0 it is to Michael White. Can China's #1 crank into life? Wasn't a great sign with him sat there between frames with his eyes shut.
Well, let's hope he was meditating, trying to keep himself cool, calm and collected. But if this long red goes in, next time he gets up he could be shaking his hand. And it's in. Great shot. What a great shot that was from Michael White. And already this is a good chance. A little cannon to the red directly of the black, above the black. And he's off again.
8. 9.
Well, it's hard to explain, but he's never really got going this evening. His ice break's still 16.
17.
Hasn't done nothing wrong in this frame except break off, though. Wasn't a bad break off, but he did leave one out.
Yeah, but the difference is White comes into the frame full of confidence. If he'd have lost that last frame, he might not have knocked that red in.
Absolutely.
Ice breaks, as I say, Ding 16, White still a modest 46, but chance to improve on that here. Meanwhile, Neil Robertson is 3-3 with Li Hang on one of the outside tables, so Robertson fighting for ranking points in a decider.
23.
Now, this would be a
24.
good chance to go into the minute, and if he could miss the pink on the right, he'd be on the red near his hand, at the very least. Well, I'm surprised he didn't go into them there. He had some insurance with this red.
31.
Well, if the pink goes into this right corner, he's just having a look to see if it will. That will be a really good ball to play on. I'm not sure if it goes from that camera angle.
$32.
And that's finished up okay. Not many reds have come out, but he's still going.
39.
Plenty of whiz on that cue ball there.
$40.
And to hit that one. Now, can he hold top side of the blue? The blue's a better ball
45.
to go into the pack of reds with. And couldn't keep the right side of the blue.
46.
And should have been nearer to the black. So again, into the reds. And he's pushed one out. Not an easy shot.
53.
One to go at. I think he got a heavy contact there.
Michael White, 53. One.
Well, that has run just right. Junhui to be able to go into the reds. Could this be the start of the fight back? Well, it could have gone better.
6.
He split them well. I'm not sure if he's on a red. That's an easy one.
Seven.
Good recovery shot. probably sat in his chair thinking he was out there, and then he was given a life. Sometimes when that happens, it just gives you that little kick that you need.
9. Ten.
Ding certainly has the class and the pedigree. We know that to turn this whole match around
16.
with a series of big breaks. He starts here with this visit.
17.
This is now his highest break of the night, 17. Been playing for an hour. Ding hopes
24.
considerable longer time than that for this contest.
25.
Wasn't an easy red that White was on, but the kick obviously seems potentially like a big moment. Put it this way, if Ding wins tonight, that's where it started.
Yes, I agree, David.
32.
Wasn't his fault.
33.
But sometimes you can be sat there thinking, why me, why me? But he's got to try and put that out of his mind if he does lose his frame.
40. 41.
Well, we can see the kick again. This was the moment here.
47.
Yeah, you can see the red jump in the air.
48.
Well, that's not the best shot he's played. He could have got anywhere on the black there. Now he's having to take the more difficult pink. He's down to the blue.
54. 56.
So Michael White was leading 3-0 and 53-0.
59.
Ding, up to that point, had not shown us any of the sort of form we're used to seeing from him. But Michael White is now watching, I'm sure, the Ding he was expecting to watch this evening.
63.
And the bottom line is the evening is not over yet. Ding needs this blue. It should be 3-1.
Yeah,
68.
you've got to take your hat off to him. He couldn't pot a ball previous 3 frames, and then all of a sudden he thought he was out. He was handed a life, and he's took it.
74.
Yes, he's taken it in style. An 84 clearance from Ding Junhui. He's still in there fighting, and that's the sort of form he's got to continue to bring.
Michael White to break.
So Michael White was 53-0 up in that 4th frame, got a kick. Ding cleared up with 81. 3-1 to the Welshman. Got to try and just put that behind him, but of course, from his point of view, the worst thing is that he saw Ding not only win the frame, but play really well. He needs this cue ball in behind the brown. He just raises his hand. He got lucky there because he flicked the blue.
Yes, that wasn't a good sign for Michael White fans. Hitting the blue. Well, can't tell from here. We can pop this red. And there's confirmation it will go. Tough shot, but he's got it, and he's in again. He got in with a great long shot in the previous frame, and this was just as good. Look where the cue ball was had he missed it.
Yeah, the kick was tough to take, but it wasn't his fault. It was a kick.
8.
And hopefully, from his point of view, that's what he's told himself.
No.
Well, he'd like to leave that red closest to the right corner, so that he could go into that pack of reds with the insurance of that red.
16.
That would be my plan. Well,
17.
he's overscrewed it again. And that's the problem.
White, 17.
He overscrewed the shot previously. He's probably thinking, how come I've got so far away from the black? And all of a sudden, misses the black.
Yeah, I think an issue for him is just keeping the adrenaline at bay. You could see the way he's walking around the table, he was kind of buzzing. Not that great red in, but part of this game is keeping calm. Important part of that.
Well, it's massive, isn't it, David? They can all play, that's for sure. They all make maximums. But can they do it when it really counts? Oh, we know this man can. Got to try and forget about that missed black. He tried to catch it half ball to develop the black.
1.
Caught it a little bit too full. And even if he could pop the black, he couldn't play for another red. There it is again. He tried to catch the black half ball, caught it three-quarter ball, nearly full. I don't think he can hold for the red. We'll soon find out. Well, he could with a kiss, and that was a little unfortunate.
8.
Played it with right-hand side on the cue ball, and if it had got a fuller kiss, it'd be nicely on the red to the left corner. Again, this is tough. Yeah, very tough.
Ding Junhui, 8.
So they both had a chance, good chance.
Neil Robertson has won 4-3 against Li Hang, so Robertson survives into the last 32.
does go to the middle, but very risky. So, safety. Have done without the kiss on the blue, but hasn't left anything on. A wonderful shot. Having a look to see if the cue ball is going in the pocket. Oh, it was so close. So nearly did. So
Yellow
just
ball.
a touch on the yellow. Leave the snooker behind the blue.
Then Junhui 1.
Well, he didn't play to hit that red. Nothing goes there. But this red does go to the left corner. Well, I didn't think it was in. It managed to drop. You'd like to get the blue back on its spot. How did this one go in? Gonna keep running. In fact, it's just run a little too far. This is as awkward as it could have been. It's been just a little bit off the cushion. It's been easy to play for the black.
6.
The yellow is just in the way of the natural angle.
Eleven.
Again, just a little heavy. Or maybe not enough left-hand side on the cue ball. This is awkward again. Let's not forget that if he does miss this shot, it could be out. Hasn't missed it though. And he might be on the red to the middle. He certainly deserves to be.
19.
Didn't want the kiss.
20.
Well, will he take the brown on? It's a natural angle to come back down the table again. It's a tough shot. And he's keeping going.
$24.
And that's finished up around about as good as it could be for this red.
$25.
Now we could go into those 3 reds by the pink, or just drop it in the 2 reds by the cushion. Again, it's all about personal choice.
$32. $33.
This is certainly a different ding now.
40.
Yes, as you said at the time, he'd gone missing, but he's turned up again. There's nothing that's going to get a player going like
41.
the imminent prospect of defeat. And that's what he was looking at in the last frame, and indeed at one point in this frame. Red and colour should see him home here for 3-2.
48. $49.
So as you see, 2 snookers required, otherwise we're going to frame 6.
57.
Well, things were looking so good for Michael White. 3-0, 53-0, and then this happened,
64.
this kick. And it's all turned around since then.
65. $72.
Not quite enough on for a century,
74.
but even so, it's an impressive contribution from Ding, following the 81 in the last frame.
77.
And so all of a sudden he's got the bit between his teeth, and Michael must wonder how he's in this position.
81.
Should have been 4-0, 4-1.
$86.
Well, it's setting up a fascinating finale to this match. Can Ding force a decider? He's looking confident.
Junhui, 86 and
The pressure suddenly transferring to Michael White's shoulders. So breaks of 81 and 86, and Ding Junhui, as I say, piling on the pressure. Just 1 frame in it now. Michael White leading, but only. So from 3-0, it's now 3-2. Ding Junhui on the comeback trail. Breaks of 81 and 86 have made this match a lot closer.
Good cue ball.
15 minutes since White potted a ball. He was potting plenty in the early part of the match.
Well, that's certainly opened things up. And he's got a good cue ball. And that's put a lot of pressure on Junhui. Oh, he's found a plant. He didn't play it. He holds his hands up.
1.
I don't think that's going to make Michael feel any better. Well, it was a plant. Didn't look at it. Well, there was a lot of pressure on that shot as well.
Well, that was a huge shot. That Brown, he had to get it. He knew that where the Reds were. Obviously fancied it.
One.
So Michael White with his chance. Try and get that black back on its spot as quickly as possible.
Really must try and take care. There's been a couple of balls that he has missed. Slightly taking his eye off them, or just getting a little overexcited at times with positional shots, the adrenaline flowing. A few deep breaths needed here.
Nine.
Well, he's come too far for the ready play for into the right corner. But that could have done him a favour, because taking this red to the left corner is going to lead to the black.
Seventeen. Eighteen.
Well, you wouldn't think he'd get a better chance than this.
25.
That nearly went wrong.
$26.
It was a big Brown that Ding Junhui took on. It was a sign that he felt the tide had turned. It was running in his favour. He had all the momentum.
33.
But he didn't pot it, bottom line, and he left these on for Michael White.
Yep. 34.
This was the Brown. If it goes in, the table's there for him. That's how big a shot it was.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? You know, that's an easy Brown. Let's say it was down this end of the table. and you were playing it to the middle pocket, you wouldn't miss it. But because players very rarely play the brown to the middle pocket from that side of the table, we do see it miss quite a lot.
41.
Yes, and also it's what the shot meant and what the aftermath would be.
That has a lot to do with it. He's not going to get a better chance than this, though, Michael White. And this would be a massive scalp for him. Never beaten Ding Junhui before.
Ding won the last ranking
48.
event that he played in, the World Open, a few weeks ago in Yushan. Michael White was a winner a few weeks before that in Fürth in Germany at the Paul Hunter Classic.
Well, he's undecided.
$49. $56.
And his heart will be going.
$57.
Just a couple of reds away. In fact, red and a colour after this one would be enough.
Well, he's done well here because he was up against it. Ding
64.
was starting to throw everything at him. This is the ball that should put him through. And under the circumstances, this has been a really good break.
65.
Had that kick leading 3-0 and 53-0. The match started to turn. Ding started to find his confidence. But Michael White, a little rap on the table. He knows it's over. He has stood up to this. This will stand him in good
72.
stead now in the next round.
73.
Ding rolled the dice. He took the brown on. He didn't pot it. And that was his last shot.
Yeah, started to play
70.
well, but too late, I feel. And a great win this for Michael White.
79.
Can he finish with a century?
$86. $87. $94. $95.
Well, what a way to finish. Black for a century. Oh, well, he's missed it, but he's won. That's all that really matters. After Ding Junhui started to come back at him and come back at him, but when White got the chance in that sixth frame, he took it out superbly. And Ding Junhui, the world number 2, the highest ranked casualty here at the English Open. It's Michael White, the world number 28, from Neath in South Wales, who's through to